Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Live with Kim. Tonight it is DoorDash shop and deliver scams and money. Oh my. Honestly, I figured we'll kind of go in whatever direction we want to go in tonight. I have really nothing pre planned. I will talk about the video that I dropped yesterday about the scams. Shop and delivers have been, man, they've been ridiculous in a good way, but also there's been a lot of them. And in the meantime, hopefully, we're all making money and we can all share how our weeks are going. So that is kind of my night with you guys tonight. Hello, everybody in the chat, and welcome. So, wow, we'll talk about the scam real quick. I know, Anthony, everybody is scamming each other, right? Oh, hey, Craig, what's going on? Yeah, everybody is scamming each other. Like every time, like I do a video about like the newest scam, like I'm just like, man, people are clever, but at the same time, I'm like, man, it's always the driver that gets completely screwed in the very end, and that's what it comes down to. It just boggles my mind that anything to get anything for free. But when I always talk about these things, I always talk about like how it really affects the driver, right? So when you think about this new rating system, so to speak, you know it really isn't in the favor of the driver. They say it's there to help, but it doesn't help. It actually, in my opinion, it hurts the driver more than anything else. I mean, God, getting dinged because a customer reports something was damaged because they want something back for it, or it. I don't know. I don't agree with these rating systems. And if you watched my video about the rating system, like I wish they would have went with the ratings that we see on Mondays through our email, right? I wish they would go by fill rate. I wish they would go by customer service. I mean, if you're not giving good customer service, then what the heck are you doing? I feel like that's the foundation of Instacart. It's the foundation of Shipt. It should be we're providing a very personalized service to a customer. I don't know. I don't agree with this rating system whatsoever. I think it's really messing with DoorDash's mind. For me, I feel like it's another game that people are playing. Would I consider owning a fleet of robotaxis from Tesla? No. What would I do with the robo-taxis from Tesla? Yeah, you can probably make a business out of it, but no. No. I know that's their newest thing. I know they revealed, the new, robo-taxi and how innovative it is, but no, not for me. So, yeah, money, people are just there's just some really not nice people out there. There are just some people that only care about what they get out of it. Like I said in the scam video this week, I feel like it's, I have groceries are expensive. They're expensive for anything, anybody, right? But I feel like, how can I get money back? I can't get the full refund of my grocery order, but if I report like 5 to 10 items, I could get like a good like $20 back on my grocery bill. So that'll save some money. It might not be free, but at least I'll save money on my grocery bill. Like I don't know. It really just boggles my mind the lengths that people go. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I feel like nothing surprises me anymore with what we do. And this is just another another thing. I noticed, Kim, the only way to talk about DoorDash is bad, I don't want to say there's nothing positive about them. I don't agree with their business practices. I'm going to say that. But on the other hand, they are a moneymaker for me. So I can't discount them too much. I can completely disagree with the way they run their business, but at the same time, they're giving me money and I'm working the app the way that I want to work it. So I can't discount them too much. I can discount their practices, which I feel as though I am doing. I feel like I'm shedding some light on, the things that happen to Dashers. I mean, we all work the app, right? We all know what's going on. So I really try to bring relatable stuff and put some light on some of the stuff that goes on that we see every single day and how it affects all kinds of drivers. So, uh, I that's the only thing I can say. I so yeah, and delivered is king now with no tip pool from deliver that. Bye bye tip pool. Um, I think it was a very smart decision on talk about like jumping subjects, but I think it was a very smart decision, at least in my opinion, for deliver that to get rid of the tip pool. But in my opinion, delivered is the best catering app out there. That's my opinion. Guys, if you haven't checked out Delivered, I strongly recommend you checking them out even if you get on the wait list. You know, it's just a really good way of adding to your mix. So, if you really think about DoorDash, and first of all, I'm probably going to screw up your name, so I apologize. Pendor, hi and welcome. I'm so glad you found our community, and hopefully you learn a couple things since you're new to dashing. Um, but I feel like Delivered, like, adds things to your mix, right? It adds things to your day. I have 2 lined up for tomorrow. I have 1 in the morning, I have 1 in the afternoon. Bubba, you said you you got a banger tomorrow, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Um, I just think it's going in that direction. And this is what I say, when you think about DoorDash, right? You think about I used to it used to be the LOP program, and then I went to the LOC program. Now I don't even know what program it is because I don't even think one, if I'm lucky, one LOC every single week, but it's completely changed. But you need to evolve and adapt. I talk about that a lot, right? You have to find ways that I used to make it this way. If I'm not making it this way, how am I going to make it a different way? And for me, it's been catering and it's been shop and delivers. They've been really kicking in for me for months now. So, once again, just going to say it. If you haven't been on Delivered, get on Delivered. Even if you get on their wait list, I think it's going to add some value to your day and to your totals for the entire week. So that is that. So shop and delivers. Let's talk some shop and delivers, shall we? I don't want to reveal too much because I'm trying to get a video out for tomorrow, so stay tuned. But I'm going to throw this out to you guys. How many percentage wise of your total orders on DoorDash, percentage wise, what do you think your shop and delivers are off of your total? So I'm making this up. If I did 100 deliveries last week and I think I did 50 shop and delivers, I have 50% of my orders were shop and delivers. So what percentage do you think were your shop and delivers last week on the DoorDash app? I'm just curious. We'll get some good conversation going on. Hey, Shane. I know. I want everybody to weigh in on this before I give you guys my answer. Because I did the math behind all of this. I've been doing the math for a while on this. And really, 0%? You didn't do any shop and delivers? Interesting. Mm. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Okay, so Thomas, you said 60%. It's crazy. Hey, Gigwise, what's going on? Eric, shop and delivers on DoorDash is most of the time $8 above. If I am an earn by offer, probably a third. Okay, so you're saying like 75%. Oh, you're mostly earned by time. Okay, interesting. Oh, interesting, Bubba Sue. You turned it off. That's interesting. I'm gonna actually after we go over our percentages, I actually have an interesting story about turning off shop in delivers in my area. And I want to see if this has happened to anybody else. And yeah, I never see shop and delivers on earn by time either. Even though when I did the video, there were a lot of people who say that they do see shop and delivers, but I've never seen a shop and deliver on earn by time. Granted, it's probably been a couple weeks since I've done earn by time, but yeah, I'm interested. I love to find people's strategies because I find it very fascinating that yes, we're in like we work the apps the way we want to. You make your money the way that you want to make your money. I just find it very fascinating, at least for me, how people work, what apps they work, and how they work it, because I feel like we can learn a lot from each other. And if it's working for you, what makes it work for you, and could it work for other people? So I always find it very fascinating learning how people are working the apps. And Hector, you do lots of shop and delivers. I know, right? So thank you. So I did a breakdown, well, last week I should say. I didn't do much DoorDash today. But anyway, last Monday, my percentage, I was 40% of my orders was shop and delivers. Tuesday, it was 47% was shop and delivers. Wednesday, it was 40%. And then Thursday, it was 57%. Man, right? Is it like it does that like blow your mind? Like it blows my mind how many shop and delivery. So it really makes me question, is DoorDash really turning into shop and like a shop and deliver app opposed to food delivery? And that's kind of my question. Do you guys think that with more and more merchants coming on, do you think that we're turning into grocery delivery opposed to food delivery? Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to get there, Tim. I really am. Emerald is how it works for me. Without it, I'd be a multi-apping fool. That's my goal. I'm telling you, I am. I'm trying to get Emerald. I'm dying to get Emerald. So, but I've been literally taking every single deliver order that comes into my phone. So, fingers crossed. Hopefully, one day I will become Emerald. But speaking of delivered, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. Thursday night at 9 o'clock, we will be having Chris Heffernan, the CEO of Delivered, on the roundtable, along with another Chris who works for Delivered, who's behind like the app development. So if you guys have Delivered questions, tune in on Thursday at 9 p.m. and join us. I know I have lots of questions. I feel like I even have follow up questions from when Chris was on here a couple of weeks ago. So it's definitely not something you're going to want to miss on Thursday. Yeah. So, okay. So let's talk about toggling off. And I want to see whether this has happened to you guys. So, Bubba Sue, you just said you toggle off on shop and delivers to do just food delivery. So, I have tried that a couple of times and I feel like it has backfired on me. It's either that or I feel like DoorDash is punishing me for doing it. And that honestly wouldn't surprise me. Would that actually surprise you guys? So every time I just want to do food delivery. And a lot of times I'm like, okay, I want to turn it off during the nighttime so I can literally concentrate on food. So we're talking like 5 to 9, 5 to 10. Every time I do that, I don't get an order over like $5 or $6. And I feel like I'm nickeling and diming it. And I feel like DoorDash is punishing me when I toggle off shop and delivers. The minute I toggle shop and delivers back on, the orders become better and I actually see better quality orders. And of course, I get shop and delivers again. Does anybody find that? Or am I on the am I the only nutty person that actually observes that? But yeah. So, Nico, I can't even sign up DoorDash due to full in my area. Really? I don't even know. Um, I know there was a wait list in New Jersey for a while, and it goes by pretty quickly. So hopefully you can get off of it soon. I don't have any magic DoorDash powers that can help you, but I hope you. It's been a year. Have you contacted support? I'm just curious. I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody being on a wait list for DoorDash. Usually it's, a couple weeks, maybe a month. I don't think I've ever heard of DoorDash being that long. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what else to tell you. Um, so anyway, so has anybody experienced that? And it could even be that, like it could be even alcohol. Man, I turned off alcohol as soon as those references came on. I toggle off of alcohol so quickly it would make your head spin, and I haven't turned it on ever since. In fact, I keep getting like that pop up. Do you want to opt in? Alcohol delivery is really busy in your area. I'm like, nope, no, thank you. I have no idea. So you're in Los Angeles. We are on completely different coasts. So I honestly, I have no idea. Sorry. Yeah, I really think DoorDash is trying, Eric. I'm reading yours right now. DoorDash wants to be more like Instacart. I think they're really trying to get in to the I'm trying they're competing. It's the only thing I can say is they are competing big time. And will they win? Will they even get it? You know, I know I just stopped mid sentence, but like a thought just popped into my head. Every year, usually around January, the Bloomberg report comes out that shows the market share and how much like DoorDash has and how much Uber Eats has and how much, Grubhub has and who has the biggest market share in the United States. It would be interesting if Bloomberg pulled that data on, grocery delivery in Instacart versus Shipt versus Walmart Spark and DoorDash. And even if we can throw in Uber Eats in that and what the market share is on grocery delivery. So if they did that, this is complete speculation. Who do you think would come out on top? Do you think it would be Instacart, Shipt, Walmart, Spark, or DoorDash? I'm just curious. This is just for fun. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. The base pay is 10 times better on DoorDash than Instacart. But I can't discount Instacart because they've been giving me some really good orders lately, and I got a good shot. I don't want to reveal it because I'm gonna do something with it to show you guys, but I had a good DoorDash order yesterday, so stay tuned. I don't want to give it all away. Thomas, I feel like I do the same thing. DoorDash, Instacart, and catering. Yeah, I can't tell you. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks before actually since I've taken an actual Grubhub order. Man, Uber Eats has just been I don't know what's going on with Uber Eats. Every time I turn it on, it gets honestly worse and worse to the point where like I don't even feel the need to turn it on much anymore unless there's literally nothing happening during like the slowest times of the year. I mean, the day. No, this has never happened. Anytime you do not feel safe doing a delivery, call support and don't do the delivery. Tell them you do not feel safe doing the delivery. Um, Work with them, and your safety is always the number one priority. Don't ever deliver something you don't feel comfortable doing. Oh, interesting. So, too many diamond cart tier drivers on Market and Instacart. I see all scraps. I can't even say. I feel like with Instacart, at least for me, it's a patience game. I always leave I always leave it on in the background and I'm ready to pounce as soon as like a really good order. Granted, I do position myself near like a lot of Instacart-ish places. So if I do get an order, it's I'm ready to go and I'm ready to pounce to take an order. See, I can't even say this with Uber Eats anymore. Like Uber Eats has been so bad. Um, I can't even say I can get quick money with them anymore unless I'm doing like $5 to go 22 miles or I'm going or taking $3 to go 5 miles. Like those are the orders I see on Uber Eats like religiously. It's bad. I've never honestly seen Uber Eats so bad in like the years I've been doing it. It's literally has taken a toll for like like a turn for the worse. I feel like it's not even getting better. Granted, maybe, they did that whole new acceptance rate thing. Maybe because I have a really low acceptance rate with Uber Eats, maybe they're just like, "Oh, I'm just going to keep sending her garbage." I don't know. But you would think at least something eventually, even $1 per mile. I don't even see like $1 per mile. That's how bad Uber Eats has been for me lately. Yeah, I mean, if you position yourself right, I mean, for me, Instacart has been doing some wonders for me. So like I said, to me it's a patience game with Instacart. You have to be patient, you have to know when to pounce, and you have to have a really good trigger finger. If you don't have a good trigger finger, that order is done. Someone else has gotten it within the you can't even think. Don't even think. Just hit. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get what's going on with Uber Eats, and I said this many times. Uber Eats used to be my number one moneymaker. It has gone from being my number one moneymaker to the point where I can't even get an order one a day. That's how bad it's become. Ugh. Oh, good night, good night. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Um, so yeah. So shop and delivers. I think DoorDash, it should be a fourth quarter, should be very interesting this, starting in November, um, and how it's going to play out with Thanksgiving, how it's going to play out with Christmas. God, we're seeing 50% of our orders be shop and delivers now. Can you imagine like the week before Thanksgiving and even like leading up to Christmas? Can you imagine the orders we're going to be seeing on the DoorDash app getting ready for the holidays? I feel like that's another animal altogether. Nice. Good for you, Thomas. That's amazing. I feel like we can talk about our weeks. I feel like I had a good week last week. And a lot of it had to do with shop and delivers and catering. I had a good delivered week last week. I had a good Instacart week last week. I had a good DoorDash week. DoorDash is still percentage wise my top producer, which is really interesting. Like I said, I can't really talk too badly about them because they make me money, but I just don't agree with the stuff that they do. Yes. Most of them do tell you there are a couple of grocers out there that don't have it. So you have to kind of know your area and which ones have it and which ones don't. I even have one that they have aisle numbers, but it's not in aisle number order. It drives me crazy. So even though every single item has the aisle number, like it's literally all over the place, and it's like putting a piece of a puzzle together, and it drives me crazy. Well, that's amazing. 280 bucks. I love that. Anybody else want to share their week with me? That's amazing. But yeah, I feel like I'm finally finding the good combo, the good combination for me in my area. Oh, Becky, it drives me literally insane. And I've called DoorDash because the funny thing is months ago, it was already an aisle number, like in order, and it was fine. And then one day something happened, and I've talked to support like 5 or 6 times. I'm like, when is it going to get fixed? Because if you do like 22 items, I did a 50 item one there once, like items are all over the place. And oh my god, it literally you wanna drink something afterwards, and I'm not talking Dr. Pepper. Ugh. So anyway, I finally feel like um, I found it, I think I found the right combination. No day is ever the same. That's the key. Um, it really is finding every day is different. Monday is different than Thursday. Thursday is different than Saturday and Sunday. Like every day is different. So it really is. Right, Becky? Is not a cold night. Not Dr. Pepper. It's something's definitely a little bit stronger. Maybe I need to spike the Dr. Pepper afterwards. But hey, Lee, how are you? Oh, anyway, so that's the money part of it. We talked about the scam part of it. I think I talked about shop and deliver part of it. Man, like I said, it's been a week. The kids around here were off on Monday, so my kiddo was home, so that was fun. So it was holiday. I don't know whether some schools had school on Monday, some schools didn't have school on Monday, but Lee, that is a very good point. Each day of the week is its own adventure. And, it is an adventure. Is that what we're on? I don't know whether that's what we're on, but each day performs differently. The way I work on Monday, like I said, is completely the different way that I work on Thursday, the weekends. Throw family into the mix, throw anything else that comes my way into the mix. It gets a little nutty sometimes. Yeah, it was Columbus Day. Like you said, it was weird. I thought all schools closed on Monday, but there were some schools that actually went to school on Monday. My daughter was off, so it's always fun juggling the holidays. Granted, I get to spend some time with my daughter, which is always fun and fantastic. And we had a whole mom and daughter day, so but you throw that into the mix, the kind of you have to readjust your week. Yeah, that's another thing, we have to contend with. Weekends are getting flooded with drivers in North Jersey, oversaturation. I feel like we talk about it all the time, oversaturation, oversaturation. And it's oversaturation is real. It's definitely a real thing, you see it every single day. And thank you so much for becoming a member. But I feel like literally, I feel like yeah, it's something we all contend with. Um, but what I've done is I don't give a flying, you know what, about other drivers. I've learned over the past weeks, and I think I've said this before. I literally worry about me. I worry about the money I make. I worry about the order that I take. Um, and that's what it comes down to. I have ignored every driver. Obviously, safety wise, I pay attention to my surroundings, but driver wise, I've learned I'm doing better by not paying attention to drivers around me. And I focus on the money I want to make in the areas I want to work, in the apps that I want to use in order to make my goals. So, you know, that is what I've learned. So even though we might all be oversaturated, oversaturated. And I'm going to talk DoorDash because I feel like DoorDash is the most oversaturated there is. And maybe that's why, unfortunately there is a wait list in your market. I don't know, but it's definitely a real thing that we're all contending with. And I feel like, at least with shop and delivers, I feel like I have like a little bit of a leg up because a lot of drivers, and I know a couple of you guys say this, you don't want to do shop and delivers. You don't like doing shop and delivers. So you um talking I mean, you toggle off shop and delivers, and people who toggle off shop and delivers, it's more opportunity for drivers who do shop and deliver. So I feel like at least gives me a little bit of a leg up on some of these drivers. Some of the drivers don't have red cards. Some of the drivers don't have Apple Pay, so they can't do shop and deliver. So they toggle them off. And you know what? The more you toggle it off, the more opportunity is for me as a DoorDash driver. So, huh, yeah, yeah. You pay attention to what you do. That's the key. Pay attention to the money you want to make. Pay attention to the goals you want to achieve, and don't let anybody tell you differently or stand in the way of you making your money. However, it is you want to make your money. You know, Baba Sue, I am very excited about this. I'll talk. That's part of what's coming out in hopefully tomorrow. So I don't want to give it away too much, but yes, I am so excited about that. That's funny, Hector. So anyway, guys, that is really all I have for you guys tonight. Hopefully, I can pump you up. Hopefully, I can, encourage you to go out, make your money, however it is you want to do it. Sign up for Delivered while you're at it. I think it is a good way of making money, or adding money to your mix. And you know what? Everybody go have some fun. Go do your shop and delivers because I feel like that's all we're doing. But if it's making you money, then you know what? Make money the way that you want to make money. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to give this live a thumbs up on the way out. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see everybody next Tuesday. Remember, kindness is always free. And bye, everyone.